What is special here? I've come here for the first time.
Badam Halwa.
Badam Halwa. You know, this is a sort of Badam Halwa where you want to ensure that you scrape that butter paper completely. You want to make sure you get all that tuppa, all that koa, all that badam. I guess the hirekayi is certainly not a vegetable everybody likes to be friends with. It could certainly use some flavor boost in that chutney. Namaskara.
I see your videos.
You see my videos?
Yeah. I follow you.
Wonderful.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Vijayalakshmi.
Vijayalakshmi.
Dr. Vijayalakshmi.
Oh, nice to meet you, doctor. Thank you for your service. So, are you from Mysuru?
No. I'm from Mysore. Actually, I stay in Singapore.
Oh, you stay in Singapore?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Very nice. How's the food here?
Yeah, good. Shagebat is good.
Shavige baat. Namaskara. What is special here? I've come here for the first time.
Badam Halwa.
Badam Halwa. Wonderful. I can see you eating onion dosa and all that. Enjoy. See you. Namaskara, sir. What special is there?
Badam Halwa famous.
Badam Halwa famous.
Yes.
Wonderful. I think that's what we'll do. I don't know, set dosa ya, khali dosa ya.
Kali dosa, set dosa.
Very nice. Well, I've spent the day here in Mysuru. I've had a big lunch and then I also tasted something else after that. So truth be told, there's not too much space in my belly, but I wanted to have a nice filter coffee. And I've heard of this place called Ramya, and I'm told in the evening they also make a nice Badam Halwa. So I said, well, along with the coffee, some Badam Halwa would be nice, and that's the reason why we've turned up here at Ramyaa Restaurant. So are you the owner?
I'm his son,
What's your father's name?
Suresh.
I'm just driving back to Bengaluru now, and I wanted to have coffee. And I've heard of Ramya, but I've never been here. So I said, I may not be able to have everything that you do, but I said, at least let me taste the coffee. And I heard about the Badam Halwa. So first I'll begin with the coffee, and then something small I don't mind trying.
Bajji we have.
Oh yeah, Bajji.
Yeah.
What Bajji?
Badikayi, hirekayi, mensinkayi, alugaya. That's made to order.
Oh, fresh?
Yeah, fresh.
I think let's do that. So coffee kodi, coffee ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಬಜ್ಜಿ ಕೊಡಿ, ಹೀರೆಕಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಾಳೆಕಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾದಾಮ್ ಹಲ್ವಾ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡಿ.
Hello sir.
Namaskara. Nagarjun.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Are you connected with the place?
Yes sir. He's my cousin.
Oh, okay. So it's a family. Lovely.
I had commented to your reel today regarding try Badam Halwa at Ramyaa Restaurant.
Really? So maybe part of that also contributed to me becoming here. I think some of these old places, they've been around for a long time. I think they know exactly what the customer wants when the customer walks in. In this case, some nice hot water. It just makes you feel good. I've had a long day out, been on the road since early in the morning, had a big lunch, tasted something refreshing after that, and I was looking to settle down with some coffee. And before that, of course, I had the Badam Halwa, but some nice becha, hot water. I want to taste the coffee first, because if I don't taste the coffee, as it is, I don't have too much sugar in the coffee. And if I eat the Badam Halwa, the coffee will lose all its character. Thank you. You can have everything that you want, but one sip of that coffee in the evening just hits the spot. Good coffee. So where are you guys from originally?
Mysore sir.
But you got things like the Mangalore buns and all that.
It was our chef's special actually. He was doing it well, so we thought of introducing it. And Mangalore buns is served fresh sir. When they order...
That's when it's made.
Yeah, that's when it's made.
Where's the coffee from?
Mysore. Like,
From-
brewer is in Mysore.
Okay. But from where? Chikmagaluru?
Chicken.
Yeah. Good coffee. So this is, it's got some chicory as well in it.
Yeah, 40-60.
For 60% is the coffee and 40% is the chicory. How much is this priced at, mini coffee?
Mini coffee is 22.
22. And regular coffee?
36.
Some Badam Halwa. Plenty of tuppa that I can certainly taste. I can taste the khova as well and a bit of the grainy bite of the almonds.
Our signature sweet since 42 years.
What makes it special?
It's prepared using pure Nandini ghee, fine quality badam and khova.
And khova. I can definitely taste the richness of the tuppa and the khova for sure. And it comes in this small packet.
And we serve in quarter kilo also. This is around 25 to 30 grams.
And how much is this priced at?
45 rupees.
45 rupees. But that small packet of 20-25 grams is a sort that definitely, if you're on a diet, send your diet for a toss. I love the flavor that I'm getting of the khova. When you roast the khova for a while, that's the sort of flavor that I'm tasting in that Badam Halwa. It's not a Badam Halwa that's too held together. Neither is a Badam Halwa that is too liquidy. This is a Badam Halwa somewhere in the middle. It's the sort of texture that does well to coat your palate. So I think when you come here, you have a coffee, you have a Badam Halwa. And as you walk out of this place, that Badam Halwa is held onto your tongue in such manner that you still reminisce its flavor on your palate. And I think that's why this Badam Halwa is a much popular item when people come here. And when you think that the sweetness of the Badam Halwa has gotten to your palate a bit, that's when that coffee comes into play. Completely cuts through the sweet, lush, ghee-laden decadence of that halwa. Very good.
The owner knows the recipe. So the taste remains same since 42 years.
Lovely. You know, this is a sort of Badam Halwa where you want to ensure that you scrape that butter paper completely. You want to make sure you get all that tuppa, all that khova, all that badam, luxurious goodness. Hirekayi, Badekayi. Wonderful. Well, this is definitely the sort of Badam Halwa where one is not enough. It may be enough normally, but from an indulgence perspective, I don't know when I'll be here next. I thought we should certainly have a second serving of that halwa as well. This halwa is definitely something that is a must try when you're here in Mysuru. But before I get to that second Badam Halwa, taste some of the Bajji. So this is the hirekayi Bajji. I thought we should always balance things. So you have the indulgence of that Badam Halwa. I thought, well, some vegetable on the side, albeit in the form of a scrumptious, hopefully, Bajji. Well, of course, if it's a Bajji, there will be oil. I'm tasting more the pulpiness of the hirekayi in that. The batter is bready. The sort that doesn't cling on to the vegetable, but is quite eager to part ways. I guess the hirekayi is certainly not a vegetable everybody likes to be friends with. It could certainly use some flavor boost in that chutney. Chutney sakat kara hai idhar. I can taste the coconut and plenty of green chili that probably goes in to spice that chutney. So when I tasted that hirekayi Bajji all by itself, it wasn't the sort that left a memorable impression, but coupled with that chutney, that's when things come alive. Let's try next that Badekayi, the raw banana Bajji. First by itself. I think in this, the starchy nature of the raw banana is one that complements that bready batter rather well. For some reason, in the case of the hirekayi, I thought the hirekayi was too moist to be held within that batter. But out here, because that raw banana is starchy, because it's a bit dryish, it goes quite well within that basin casing that it's cocooned in. There's also a bit of the flavor that I'm tasting of some homa, some ajwain that goes into it. If you need a spicy sort of a flavor lift, well, that's where that spicy coconut chutney certainly comes into play. I love the flavor of the oma. That's almost like a bit of an afternote on my palate. So between the two bhajis, the hirekayi wasn't my favorite, but that raw banana, I will certainly order again. What really sealed the deal for me though was that Badam Halwa. That Badam Halwa that all of Mysuru loves, and having tasted one and now going for the second one, I have a fairly good reason why. That Badam Halwa is pure gold. I came here for the coffee. The coffee is nice. It's got a rich mouthfeel with that chicory that goes into it. It's a deep roast. So it's a sort of coffee that you can almost chew on. It's a sort of coffee that people generally like in this area. But that Badam Halwa is something else altogether. You know, sometimes when you're researching a place, when you're trying to find out more about a place, people tell you about the dishes that they've tasted. And when more than a few people speak for a dish, you know there has to be something to that dish. And this Badam Halwa that I've tasted here at Ramya is certainly the sort that makes it a must-try sweet here.
Daily we prepare a minimum of 2 to 3 times. Okay, it will be prepared batch-wise, like breakfast time, lunch time and evenings we prepare regularly.
And of course there's also a bit of color that goes in to give it that.
A bit of.
Yeah, food color. But I guess people, when they want a Badam Halwa, they want to see that slightly orangish turmeric sort of a hue. Wonderful, very good. You and your father began this?
Yeah, my father began in 1981. That one is Ramyaa Drive-In Restaurant.
Your Badam Halwa is very special.
Very, very famous.
And why is that? What makes it special?
It is our
secret recipe.
Yeah, secret recipe.
Of course, the ingredients are more or less similar everywhere.
But this one, how you feel, sir?
I loved it.
Okay.
So what I found in that Badam, there's a lot of, you can see that richness of that tuppa in that Badam Halwa right there. What I also liked is that in the Badam Halwa nalli, Suru, when you taste it, first you're tasting the tuppa.
Ghee.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಖೋವಾ ರೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ ಅದೊಂದು ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Those are the main ingredients.
Khova is less. Main ghee is
more. Wonderful. So of course out here I'm told ನಿಮ್ದು ಟಿಫಿನ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಇಡ್ಲಿ ವಡೆ ದೋಸೆ
very, very famous.
Very, very famous. ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನಗೆ
Madhya meals also very famous.
So next time I will come.
It's very famous.
Yeah. Well, we'll come at least for the tiffin or probably a meal.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Even the coffee too is the sort that hits the spot. You know, I want my coffee to be hot, such that when I have that first sip, I want it to almost scald the tip of my tongue. Because if the coffee is hot, is at that temperature, then you know that even when you come to the bottom of that mini tumbler, it's still going to be hot. And this is a deep roast coffee. So the sort of coffee that will linger long on your palate once you've left Ramya. Of course, it has to also contend with the decadent burden of that Badam Halwa too on my tongue. This was a happy discovery, even as I am getting ready to leave for Bengaluru. So if you're in Mysuru and want to taste some good coffee and Badam Halwa, definitely find your way here to Ramya. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this short Mysuru episode. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, stay strong, happy eating and drinking. So that's 45 rupees a piece for the Badam Halwa, 22 rupees for the cup of coffee and 40 rupees for half a portion, for one portion of the Bajji. Wonderful. This is the right mood to leave Mysuru in. That Badam Halwa for me is the one that sealed the deal, hit the spot. Well, you can tell how popular that Badam Halwa is. They have it ready to go right here on the cash counter. Namaskara, how are you? So if you're in a hurry and you don't have time to step in, well, there's a Badam Halwa right here on that cash counter. In that small chikka packet and also in that larger jar. What's your name, sir?
George.
George, okay.
We were in the NCC, used to get a 1 rupee 50 token, and they had this in that
Drive in, huh?
We'll go there, we'll eat it, we'll relish it. Even now, 40 years later, we're still doing the same.
Wonderful.
So nice meeting you.
That's the thing with food, right? And especially food like this, it connects you back to those days. What is this? Badam Halwa. Ah.
Thank you.
Take care. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page. You could pledge a nominal sum and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating!